Hello everyone, this is Eli G. Brown / Eli G. Brony, and welcome to the history of Thomas and Friends New Engine Slideshow videos. Today, I am going to be talking about the history of videos that people have called Thomas and Friends New Engine Slideshow videos. I hope you enjoy. The origins of New Engine Slideshow videos begins back in 2006. A YouTube user by the name Felix Cheng created the first ever New Engine Slideshow video. And before you ask, no, he did not die. He's still on YouTube. It's just that his New Engine Slideshow videos aren't up anymore. This video consisted of images of trains and other vehicles found on the internet, edited in art programs such as MS Paint or Photoshop. It was a series of made-up engines. We called it New Engine Slideshow just for fun, but they were not actual characters that were going to appear in the show, just the made-up characters we did for fun. This part here was recorded during editing. Some of you may notice that this character has the number 14, which was meant for the Northwestern Railway. You know, the number 14 that comes following Thomas's number 1. And you have seen that that's the case for the characters that you have seen up to this character right here. Now, I'm just going to point out that there are some people that are saying, oh, there's already a number 14, it's Charlie. Well, here's the thing. At the time that this character was created, and at the time that this original New Engine Slideshow had been made back in 2007 or 2008, one of those, Charlie did not even exist yet, nor was there even any announcement that he was going to exist. So I had no idea that the show was actually going to bring in a number 14 engine. So I just thought that I'd like to point that out for those of you that felt like pointing it out to me. It's something that I am already aware of, but just to let you know, Zicky existed before Charlie did. Okay, so now back to the video. The first video was about 7.5 minutes long. This video became really popular among Thomas the Tank Engine fans. So much so that Felix Cheng went ahead and made a whole series of them. I'm not quite sure if someone recommended that he made it into a series or if he decided to do it on his own, but regardless, he started to make it into a series. He went on and made 29 episodes from 2006 all the way up to 2009. Various people had made requests for characters that could be in his New Engine Slideshow series. In most of his videos, Felix Cheng used his own version of the extended Thomas the Tank Engine theme. I'll play the theme for you guys, but not all the way through, just up until an interesting point of the music. It's most likely that Felix Cheng made his own version of the extended Thomas theme because he didn't have the original extended Thomas theme. You may notice that the music goes a little high-pitched at one point. Let's listen to that part again. Now, I don't know for sure, but I believe that this part was made in a music making program. I just don't know. Here's another extra line that I recorded during editing process. You probably had noticed that in the pictures of Bill and Ben, you will see that Bill has the number 13 and Ben has the number 14. Well, you see, before I came along, Felix Cheng had given Bill and Ben the numbers 13 and 14, as well as giving Lady the number 12. Now, Lady, Bill, and Ben never had these numbers in the TV series. As a matter of fact, the whole thing with Bill having the number 13 and Ben having the number 14 was carried over into the Kuno the Tank Engine series. However, they were dropped for the second generation of the Kuno the Tank Engine series. And the same thing did not carry over to Lady, however. Now, when I came along, I recommended for Felix Cheng to use Jace, Zach, and Vicky as numbers 12, 13, and 14. And once again, this was before Charlie even existed. Besides the extended Thomas theme, Felix would use various different music tracks for his videos. With the exception of part 15, Felix would use his version of the extended Thomas theme for all his videos. In episode 5, Felix used the song Never 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 Give Up as a bonus song, which was actually the first time I ever personally heard this song. In episode 6, he used the Thomas anthem, and for episodes 7 to 14, he used the Repairs theme. I won't go on and tell you what music he used for every video, because that would take too long. Anyway, for those who don't know about the Repairs theme, here's a piece of that music. You may have heard it during Season 1 and Season 2. When I came onto YouTube, I recommended that he should try using other music tracks besides the Repairs theme, since he used that theme for 8 episodes in a row. And in episode 15, this pattern was broken when he went ahead and used the song Really Useful Engine for the whole video, even during the credits, which was something that never happened before and never happened again after this episode. Speaking of the credits, from episode 2 onward, Felix used the TUGS ending theme for the credits until episode 25, in which he replaced that music for the original ending theme to Thomas the Tank Engine, from episodes 26 to 29. Now, up until episode 12, Felix Cheng used the standard text for his videos. Here's an example. For episode 13 onwards, he would use the text called Rockwell Condensed, which you may have seen in a lot of my own videos. From episode 26 to 29, Felix would use shaded faces for most of his characters. Here's an example of one. While I do personally prefer the original style more, it does look pretty impressive. Various different people were inspired by his New Engine Slideshow making videos, and went ahead and did their own New Engine Slideshow videos. Sadly, not many people do this sort of thing anymore, but I did for quite a good long while. A lot longer than most people had. I managed to get 60 episodes of a New Engine Slideshow series up. Now, for the first 25 episodes in Felix Cheng's series, he would start off the videos with the screen shattering like this. But for episodes 26 to 29, he would instead use an intro. He originally used the original Thomas the Tank Engine intro, but due to a third-party takedown, he had it replaced with his own intro, which I sadly do not have to show you. This intro was also used for some of his homemade Thomas the Tank Engine episodes, made using Thomas Wooden Railway. Along with making New Engine Slideshow videos, he also made his own episodes, using his own characters. Each episode was based around an existing episode. First was Joy and Nas, which was based upon Breakvan, or Donald and Douglas, depending on what part of the world you live in. Leo the Purple Engine, which was based on A Smooth Ride. Bad Day at Mount Fuji, which was based upon Bad Day at Castle Lock. And Mushi's New Coaches, which was based upon Emily's New Coaches. Now, Felix Cheng these days has done some Wooden Railway and Erdl remakes to some of the audio stories of Thomas the Tank Engine, narrated by Ted Robbins. Although as of the time of the recording of this video, it's been over a year since his last one, so I don't know if he's still doing it or not. I even helped to provide some additional footage for him to use, but as of the time of the recording of this video, he has only used some footage I made for him in one episode. Washout. In 2010, Felix Cheng announced that he had moved on from making the New Engine Slideshow videos. His videos are not available anywhere on the internet anymore. The last place they would have been found would have been on Dailymotion, but they have since been removed from there. And that's the history of the New Engine Slideshow videos. It's a shame that the original series has come to a stop, and that there's no way of seeing these videos again. But there are some other people making videos quite like them. Earlier this year, I created a video showcasing all of the original Part 1 New Engine Slideshow characters with new images. I did need to have some help in remembering what they all looked like, such as using Wayback Machine and looking it up on a wiki page. But I managed to do it in the end. Felix Cheng also uploaded most of the images onto a website called MAJ Host, but unfortunately, said website has been down for maintenance since 2015. Unless that website comes back up, which it probably won't since it's already been 2 years, we may never see all those images again. But thankfully, I did save some of the images onto my computer, which you have seen throughout this video. Thank you so much for watching.